3 reasons why every woman should make their own money. As a woman, there is nothing sweeter than making your own money, and here's why. Number 1, never having to rely on a man. Making a man your financial plan is not a wise decision. I don't care if you're with a millionaire. As a woman, it is so important to make your own money. In many relationships, money is used as a form of control, and often you'll see men use the fact that they're the sole provider as a means to control a woman. You should never be so codependent on a man to the point you have to ask his permission to use his money because you have none of your own. Number 2, freedom of choices. Making your own money as a woman gives you freedom to choose what you want to do, when you want to do it, because you're using your own money. You want to start a business, you want to go on holiday, you want to keep up with your maintenance. No one can tell you anything. It's a beautiful thing when you don't have to depend on family, friends, a man for financial support. Making your own money guarantees you a safety net and frees you from people's empty promises. Number 3, peace of mind. The best pillow for a woman to sleep on at night is peace of mind. And nothing buys that better than your own money. There's a confidence you have when you make your own money. No one can dominate you, no one can control you, and no one can manipulate you. Not only will you have peace of mind from uncertainty, but it will also garner you power and respect. Remember this, a woman without her own money is like a traveler without a map. She only goes where somebody else decides. Have an amazing day.
Let's be real, soft life feels softer when your money gives you freedom. Today, I'll break down simple money moves that support a peaceful, intentional lifestyle without stress.
Okay, let's talk fast finance. 1, assign your money a job before you spend it. Every dollar needs a purpose. Wandering money just disappears. 2, have a money day every week or every other week. I know life is busy, but if you do not schedule your finances, it will not get handled. 3, separate your soft life fund from your emergency fund. One protects your peace, the other protects your lifestyle. 4, know your top 3 money metrics: net worth, monthly burn, your savings rate. You don't need a fancy degree to do this. 5, build a bare minimum budget. If everything were to fall apart, how much will it cost you to cover the basics? This number matters. 6, stop using your checking account as a scoreboard. A high balance doesn't always necessarily mean financial freedom. You want to elevate, get crafty and strategic about your money, aka investments. Now 7, learn to say no even when you can afford it, okay? Discipline is not a form of punishment, it's protection. 8, track your emotional spending triggers. Are you spending because you're sad, bored, trying to prove something? Know your patterns. 9, buy luxury out of overflow, not from obligation. We don't perform success, we embody it. And 10, treat your finances like a business. Income, expenses, strategy, goals. You are the CEO of your life, so act like it. It's not about being perfect, it's about being intentional. Smart girls have systems, so make sure you build yours.
Here are the 5 bank accounts every person in their 20s should have. I wish someone had told me this sooner, so I'm telling you. Obviously, we're going to start with the standard checking account. This is where your direct deposit is going to go. If you need to pull money out of the ATM, this is going to be that bank account. I keep no more than like $300 to $500 in my checking account. Next is going to be a high yield savings account, and this is very different than a normal savings account. I do not recommend a normal savings account at all. And the biggest difference is the interest rate. So where you might get like 0.01% having a normal savings account at PNC, you can get anywhere to 3, 4, 5% with a high yield savings account. And when people are always saying you should have 3 to 6 months rent saved somewhere, this is where I put that money. Because it's not money I'll ever need immediately, but I can get access to it within like 1 to 2 days. Third account is going to be your 401k, and this is where your employer puts your retirement money. Your employer usually chooses what bank this is going to be, but you do have access to log in and make the investments yourself. If you're knowledgeable on it, obviously you can do it yourself. I'm not. So when I was working my 9-to-5 job, I would just call the financial institution where my 401k was at and ask them to do the investments for me. The next account is going to be your Roth IRA, and a Roth IRA and a 401k are very similar, but they're taxed differently. So the easiest way I can explain it is a 401k is what you're going to be taxed at when you're 65. So if you plan to be a millionaire at 65, you're going to be taxed as a millionaire. A Roth IRA is what you're going to be taxed at now. So if you're making 100k now, when you put the money in, you're going to be taxed as if you're making 100k. When you take your money out of a Roth IRA when you're 65, you will not be taxed again. And you're probably thinking, why wouldn't shouldn't everybody just put their money in a Roth IRA so they can get taxed at where they're currently at? First off, your employer doesn't have access to that account, so they can't match you in any way, which a lot of employers do. Secondly, the government is smart. They have a limit on how much you can put into your Roth IRA. I think last year it was 7K, but I think this year it might be 6K. I'm not really sure. But similar to a 401k, this is also an account that you need to make investments in. Once you put the money in, that is not the last step. The money will just sit there. You need to invest it. And the financial institution you bank with should be able to help you with that as well. The last account is actually one that's really new to me. This is a brokerage account. And to my understanding, it's basically the same as a 401k account, but you can take the money out at any time. But I do think you're taxed differently on how soon. So if you take the money out in 6 months versus 6 years, you'll probably be taxed a little bit higher. So this is where I'm currently putting my money to buy a house. Like, that's one of my big goals for when I'm in my late 20s, early 30s. So I'm starting now, so when it's time to make a down payment on a home, I'm not like scrambling to take out a loan. And I know this seems like a lot of accounts, it seems like a lot of things to keep up with, and especially when you're like tied for money, it can be very overwhelming. But even just $100 in each of those accounts will go a long way when you're 30, 40, 60. Like, making small changes now can make the biggest difference later.
Here are 3 things that's keeping you broke as a woman. Number 1, you don't have any emotion of your own. You're always sitting up under a man. You're pouring into him, you helping him relieve his stress. But apart from him, you don't have your own self-identity. You don't have a business that you're pouring into consistently. You don't have a gym schedule. You don't have things that you do to really like practice your self-care. You're putting so much energy into asking someone else for money rather than putting that energy into your business and building your financial state so that you can always have whatever you need as a plus on top of whatever he can do for you. Number 2 is that you don't understand it is a part of your feminine makeup that you are highly influential. When God made all women, he made us influential. This means we can get anybody to do what it is that we want if you do it right. So you are not using your influence to achieve your dream life. You look at other people as if they're on a pedestal. You look at your goals as if they're on a pedestal, and not understanding that you have the same capabilities that other people have to achieve your dream life also. And third, you're not taking the time to invest into your mind and the future version of yourself. You are using your free time to listen to music, watch movies, Netflix and chill. A high value woman, a woman that's on a higher scale, that's embodying her femininity, she's going to use her time to listen to audios that are going to get her dream life faster. The whole point of self-development is you're rewiring your brain and your subconscious mind to think opposite of what you think is the norm. So if you're not used to making a lot of money at once, if you have a bad relationship with money, you now find audios that will rewire your subconscious mind and causes you to think from abundance, causes you to think that you are worthy of making a lot of money at once. Millions of dollars is peanuts. It's easy for you to make money. It's easy for you to attract favor. So put that same energy that you are pouring into men that are not your husband and other people and things and watching people on social media, pour that energy into yourself, and it's going to be so much more fruitful. It's going to make so much more sense because now you're rich, now you're living your dream life, and no one's going to go harder for you than you can.
My sister, the truth na say the soft life no dey possible without money. Money isn't just luxury, it's a tool to buy peace of mind. True wealth is when you spend, and you spend in a way that it aligns with your well-being, not just your image. Constant anxiety drains your energy, your focus, and even your health. Spending to reduce stress is actually saving on burnout and emotional breakdowns. Pay for systems or services that make your life easier. Automate your bills. Less chaos equals more peace. Self-care isn't wasteful. A massage, a solo trip, or a solo date, a quiet hobby helps you show up better in every area of life. Your budget shouldn't only cover rent and bills. You can include things like a small treat, a spa day, or a book that nourishes your mind. All of these things help keep you balanced. You can't manifest peace while budgeting for chaos. Peace looks different for everyone. For some, it's skincare. For some, it's lighting a candle or listening to soft music while having a glass of wine or a bubble bath. For others, it's therapy and boundaries. Choose expenses that make your daily life softer, quieter, and more intentional. Life, as we know, is unpredictable. Emergencies don't give warnings. Job loss, medical bills, or family needs can happen at any time. Having savings keeps you calm instead of panicked. When you have an emergency fund, stress doesn't control you. You don't have to borrow, beg, or make desperate decisions. You simply handle it. Aim to save 3 to 6 months of your basic living expenses, such as rent, food, bills. That will be your cushion. Keep your emergency fund in a separate account that's easy to access, but not easy to spend on impulse. An emergency fund buys freedom to say no to toxic jobs, to be able to rest when you need to, or walk away from anything that isn't serving you. True soft life isn't luxury, it's stability. Knowing you can handle life surprises without losing your peace. Money isn't about spending, it's about choice. More income streams mean you can walk away from anything that drains your peace. You don't need 5 hustles at once. Start with one, master it, then use that income to build another. Turn what you know or love into income. Coaching, digital products, affiliate links, or freelancing. Your talents can pay your bills. Set up systems that make money even when you rest. Investments, digital courses, YouTube. The soft life isn't about labels. It's not about depending on anyone's paycheck or promises. It's about independence. Financial independence is elegance. You can't live the soft life if your finances are chaotic. Budgeting, saving, investing, and planning are quiet habits that create lasting ease. Skip instant trends today so you can afford timeless comforts tomorrow, like owning assets and not just aesthetics. Watching your savings grow, your bills getting paid on time, and your financial goals being met is a different kind of soft. It's security with style. Financial discipline is how you make the soft life last. Money buys freedom, not just things. Comment financial glow up if you're ready to fund your soft life, and subscribe so you don't miss next week's tips. Like, share. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.